believe we're live. So while we're
Well,
waiting for Vandy, why don't you
yeah,
tell us all about this crystal vibrator? Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry. You know what? First and foremost, hi everybody. Welcome to Bad Science Sunday, where we take a comedic approach to discussing. I'm sorry. I can't think of words. I know words. I swear to God, I memorized a lot of them. But we could take a comedic approach to shitting on bad science. And today we have with us somebody who I'm very happy to have back. So quickly, secular rarity.
Hey, was supposed to be here last week, and I'll explain why I wasn't in just a moment. Uh,
Yeah, but right now we're hearing about your crystal vibrators
well, thank you.
that are in your merch store right now.
Right. I appreciate this. This was something was seeing in a lot of different woo-woo communities. I was noticing that people were struggling to find the correct benefits from their crystals, and time and time again, I had seen these grifters out there, people with absolutely no factual basis for their claims whatsoever, talking about various ways to charge your crystals. Some people would say put them in the refrigerator, some people would say put them in moonlight. And this is silly. And for instance, just we know the reason that moonlight doesn't work is because it is in fact colder than shade at nighttime. Everybody knows this. So here, what I've realized is that the reason people weren't getting the proper benefits from their crystals is due to the incorrect vibrational frequencies. And so what I realized was that what we needed was an object that would in fact help your crystals vibrate at the proper frequency. And so I've got a little mock-up right here. If you could just bring that up for everybody. I want to.
Is it
So
this thing?
this this right here is our brand new crystal vibrator. Now you can see
Ooh.
is, this is the wireless version, as you
Ah.
can see the connection here. And then of course we have our standard model that just plugs right in. And this is something that I'm really, really happy to be able to bring to everybody at such a great discounted price, because I know that once more people have their crystal vibrator that provides their crystal with the correct vibrational frequencies, I
Hmm.
know that they will receive more benefits. There are tons and tons of testimonials that you can see out there from people just talking about how once they brought a crystal vibrator into their life, everything was much better with their partner. They were happier at work. They felt more relaxed. And that, of course, is due to the benefits of the crystals themselves. So I really appreciate the opportunity to tell everybody about this wonderful new product.
Do you give like hands-on training sessions of how to use the crystal vibrator?
Yes,
Um,
yes, we do. And not only do we give hands-on training sessions where we will walk both you and your partner if they're interested, or a stranger. A lot of people like to use their crystal vibrators with just random people that they meet online or at various clubs or activities out. There's a lot of people out there right now who are really into crystal vibrations. And so you can find a really broad community of people to use these crystal vibrators with. So if you're it's trying really hard. Oh,
so what's the price? What's the price?
I don't know, probably too much. Probably way too expensive. Like $300. Yeah.
Gato, for 9 low payments of
Right.
99.99.
Right. But
No,
if you sign up
this is
now, we'll
this
give you
is
the
something
pocket
where
one.
6.9 has to be in the
Yes,
price.
absolutely.
I'd
yeah.
say like 5 payments
Yeah,
of 69.
5 payments of 69. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
God.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Please don't, you guys. Please
No,
don't.
6 payments actually, because that would bring you just shy of 420.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Yes. No, I really
Yeah.
do appreciate y'all having me on, though.
Oh crap! You know what? I forgot to tell Tap that he was also invited onto your shindig. Um,
That's
oops.
I mean, we can still talk afterwards. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Still
Why
talk.
don't you tell everybody what you're doing
Yeah.
and on the 31st?
Yeah, that is kind of in part what I mean. The crystal vibrators thing was a joke, you guys. That wasn't real. I don't
No,
know
no,
what those are.
no.
But
But
hit me
feel
up
free,
afterwards. Yeah.
still feel free to like go to like the websites and give him money.
Yeah. That would be great. That would be great. But for totally separate reasons. So, um, yeah, March 31st, we are having this super duper cool live stream fundraiser thing for this brand new nonprofit organization that I have helped create right here in Nashville, Tennessee. So, for a while now, we have had a whole bunch of really, really awesome groups. We've had things like the Humanist Association, we've had a chapter for Americans United, Separation of Church and State. We've had two different recovering from religion branches. We've had a Sunday Assembly Nashville, all of that and a lot more. And one thing we were all realizing was that every time we were at one of these events, there was an event that just happened the other day that most of us hadn't heard about and would have gone to had we been there, right? And then we also kept noticing that every time we would see somebody at these events, we wouldn't see them at the next one because they had no
Mm.
idea. And so a whole month would go by and they'd be like, man, I'm just really wanting more activities. I'm wanting more community that I can engage with on a regular basis. Well, so myself and a couple of other people in the Middle Tennessee area that have been fairly involved in these spaces for a while, at the end of last year, we got together and we incorporated a brand new nonprofit called Secular Rising US. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to help connect and support atheists, humanists, and secular minded people through all kinds of different activities and just gatherings and hanging out and stuff. One of the biggest things we are working on, and we will have up here at the end of the month for the fundraiser, is a website that hosts a calendar of events for all of the different groups in this area. So if you wake up on a Tuesday anywhere in my state, you'll be able to say, where are my people and what are they doing? And you'll be able to find an event. And our goal long term is to be able to start a connection with all of these other groups that are around this area, right? We're really close to Atlanta. Now, I don't know if y'all know, but there's this cool group down there. They're actually doing something really cool here like next weekend. The Black Non-Believers are having this awesome freaking event, right? So they're down in Atlanta. You got Bridge City over in Raleigh, right, with Durante. I mean, awesome freaking stuff. And there is so much more that's going on. The Tri-State Freethinkers are all the way up in northern Kentucky. We've got the Rationalists of East Tennessee that are out in like the Chattanooga, Knoxville area. There are so many different groups and so many different people. And what we need is to be connected and working together. So that's what we're trying to do. We've got all kinds of really, really incredible people. Maya is definitely going to be there. Dr. Tapioca Weasel, not yet technically, just because I'm not throwing anybody under the bus, but maybe exactly
It's
communicate.
totally my fault.
Not
Yeah.
saying
I'm
It's
just hearing about it now. Yeah.
I am not in
yeah.
any way, shape, or form.
Totally my fault. I yeah,
She
I'm
tries to
just
not see me more than she has
Yeah, I
to,
get that
which
though. In fairness, I do
yeah,
understand. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
but
I'm pretty unpleasant.
I'm really really thrilled. We have all kinds of incredible stuff that we are working on, and one of the biggest things we want is to be able to maintain a space, a permanent space for secular people in this area. One of the biggest problems with a lot of these gatherings is that they're always at different places, and it can be difficult for people to get out to some of these venues on a last minute notice. And so we want to have the first and only dedicated space for secular and non-religious people in the entire frickin' state. So that is what we are working on, and that is why we have a bunch of amazing people. I saw the awesome Dr. Kip Davis is hanging out in the chat. He will be there hanging with us. We have some other really incredible people. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Golden Pipes himself. Seth Andrews is going to be
Yeah, do
hanging
you
with
have the
us.
picture? 'Cause,
Yeah, I will
it was
pull that up.
Yeah, because Kip was the one that told me it was up. He was like, "Hey, this is the first time I've been in a poster with you," and I'm like, "What poster?" And then I'm like, "Oh, cool! Look at all these cool people that will be there." Oh yeah, I should probably tell Tap, and that was 2 weeks ago.
Look at this. Look at this. We have I
Hey,
am super
I am
duper
such a
thrilled.
lazy bitch. I am so sorry.
Look at this. Look at these incredible people. We have all kinds of absolutely amazing people. I am thrilled to have with us. These are people that I have been so lucky enough to get to work with and hang out with and learn from over the years. And I'm confident everybody is looking across this and going like, I know these people because
Yeah.
these are I am thrilled that everybody has come on board and has signed up, and we're just gonna have a really great time, and we are gonna be just trying to do what we can. I think there's a lot of us that, for various reasons, and I'll just say this real quick because I am, in this moment, representing a nonprofit organization. So we do not take any political stances on particular policies or candidates, of course. But I will say I can understand why some people would be particularly upset about the next few years for various reasons.
And why having community is all that more important.
Exactly. Like, I understand that this is a time right now where a lot of us want to disengage, where a lot of us feel that there is nothing that we can do, where there is a lot of us that say, well, the game's over. And look, I'll just tell you something, okay? Because I heard Barr say this a long time ago, and I love that dude.
Yeah.
And I really liked the way he said this. He said, you know what? We already lost, y'all. Have you looked around? Have you seen every street corner? Have you heard what's played on the airwaves? Have you seen what has happened around the world on a daily basis? We've lost this game, but we can win the next one. There is a way for us to make progress in the future. It will be a fight from here till the day I die. That just seems to be the case.
Yeah.
But if we want anything good to come out of this, we have to start working now. We have to start working now for a future. So I really think the number one thing we can do is get all of us that are depressed, that are pissed off, that are ready to just blow off some steam and have some fun. I think we get all of us together and we get a little structure behind us. I don't think we'll be able to be stopped. Nobody will be able to stop us, So I'm thrilled because I know I'm not the only person that is thinking like that. I know there are a bunch of other wonderful people that are out there, which again is why I just gush over Durante so much, and I get a little bit. I don't know if you've seen lately about like Chris Mallard and stuff, and like how they're getting all buddy, and like Chris is trying to like bring Durante in like with him and like trying to keep the rest of us out or something. I don't know exactly what's going on there. I'm just saying I've seen it and I'm watching it. Okay. I'm not doing anything. It's fine.
I mean, it has all the makings of an epic bromance. That's all I'm saying.
And that's fine. That's great. I'm glad for I just look.
Happy for them.
Just share. Anyway, yeah, you guys can find us everywhere. Secular Rising US. We have all the Facebooks and YouTubes and Twitters and the Blue Skies and the everythings and the whatever. And then yeah, check us out for March 31st, 5:30 p.m. Central. It's just going to be 30 some odd guests coming on, and
Oh crap!
have
I
some great
need. What is your? I didn't put your. You know what? Today's been a day for me.
fun.
I need to put your stuff. Like put your stuff in the what you call it,
Oh
and I'll
yeah,
put it in the what you call it,
I could do
and
all
so
of that.
everybody will have the things.
We can make all that
And
happen.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I will make that happen. So I'm
yeah.
sorry for not asking beforehand.
No,
Like
I
a
should have said something.
like a good
I'm supposed to be
like,
somebody
hey,
like
show my
organizing this
shit.
shit. Yeah.
No, yes,
Yeah,
like
that's
give
on
me the
me.
shit to
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, that's on me.
But really quick, no, I will take the blame for all of it. I'm a lazy bitch. What can you do? I do want to thank Sarah for coming back into the fold. 11 months. What?
Absolute champion.
And there's that Triceratops YAC's Learn Chicago Style Challenge. Celebrates 11 months of membership. Ahil Maya and her weasel minions. Thank you. And I think I'm missing a super chat from Left-Handed Jedi for $5 said, in a previous life, I sold anti-hysteria devices door to door to troubled housewives. Wink, wink. Thank you, Jedi.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure to have you.
I don't get the reference. I don't know if
Oh,
Jedi, if
crap.
you could.
Oh crap! I have a really bad habit of doing this.
Oh, yeah, of just yeeting our guest.
Yeah.
Maya,
Welcome.
that's not the person you're supposed to yeet, right? Okay.
Well, I mean, you've been talking. It's been great.
Yeah, well, you know.
What do we have
All good
tonight?
things must come to an end. So tonight, we're this is going to be a video. Okay, so the title of the video is Nikola Tesla: Vibrations Create Reality.
Yeah.
In quotes, dash the power of God. So we've got, I just want to appreciate the fact that we have a colon, then a quote, then a hyphen. And there's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on.
And there's a whole thing that I just opened. But this video is from the channel Mindset Vibrations, which bodes well. Okay, they're probably a great market, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for the crystal vibrator thing.
Yeah, I would agree.
And this video from last year has 61,000 views. Oh, and the channel, I didn't mention this. They have 1.25 million subscribers. Maya, what are you doing?
We are not grifting properly. I'm telling you.
I don't have enough alcohol for this episode.
Yeah. Why would 1 million people want to subscribe to this channel? What is it that they're doing?
They're making people feel very smart by allowing them to think that they've tapped into some deeper truth that the mainstream is ignoring.
Okay. Just the kind of standard, secret knowledge that they're like that.
Yeah, and exactly. You know, but Nikola Tesla was actually a secret genius, and it's like Nikola Tesla was not a secret genius. One, a lot of people knew about the guy.
Yeah,
but he was wacky. He did a lot of really cool stuff though. But he's not a god, and they treat this guy like he's a god.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool about the whole. I don't have to make blueprints thing because I have an advanced form of synesthesia that allows me to make everything in my brain. Like that's all cool. But again, not a god, just a weird wiring of the brain. That honestly, kind of a superpower. I mean,
yeah,
close.
It's a thing, but there's going to be a lot of like stupidity in a short amount of time. So, yeah, let's do this.
All right.
Thought and heartbeat changes the very fabric of reality. What if the keys to the universe's greatest mysteries were hidden not in vast galaxies or ancient texts, but within the vibrations we emit every day?
But, like, what if, man?
I mean, could be. Could be the case.
I don't know what that means though. What vibrations are we emitting?
I'm sure he'll explain.
Okay, see,
I'm glad
Your-
one of us is sure.
your optimism here
Yeah.
is adorable.
Right.
Frankly.
Well, look.
Adorable.
Here's what I'm saying, okay? And I'm making this prediction right here, right now, you guys. You know, I very much believe that this individual presenting this information will go through great detail, and we will be very pleased by the end of it, and we will all feel much better for having gone through it. I can't imagine you guys would come here regularly, like once a week, to like purposefully watch videos that wouldn't give you that feeling after the end of it, right? The feeling like humanity as a whole is moving along in a positive direction, or no?
You would think this is his first time here or something.
Yeah, like what is your? I mean, it's really sad to see somebody just like standing on the train tracks, just ready to get nailed by reality.
Yeah. Hey man, yeah, I've never been a pessimist, you know? Wide-eyed, naive optimism, baby. That's the
Oh
way.
wait, did we do bingo tonight or no?
I did not get a chance to send Al bingo.
Oh, whoops.
the
Yeah, I didn't
video.
either.
So,
Sorry, Al. We were too busy having IRL lives and shit.
which is
you know.
weird. I very rarely do that.
Right. Next week for sure.
Yeah.
I'll take the
Um,
blame for that one, just because, you know.
Yeah, I mean, so what happened was the bingo, there was a guy that was going to do the bingo thing, and then they got rear-ended. So that's what happened. We haven't told that story
No,
yet.
we'll tell him later. We'll tell him
We'll
later.
tell him later.
We'll keep him in suspense. Yeah. We'll keep him in
Yeah,
suspense.
yeah. So they're at the vibrations create reality
All right.
portion of the argument. Now, you know, on other days, I would do a whole Steelman thing about quantum fields and excitations in quantum fields, and that like everything is simple harmonic oscillators, but quantum. No, they have no idea what they're talking about. I'm not going to Steelman this vacuous nonsense into something that it can be shoehorned into a mathematical like thing. Okay, no.
Nikola Tesla, a pioneer
And that, for the record, if we were doing bingo, that would be a square, obviously.
Obviously.
Well, actually, it might be the center square for today's video, but
Hey,
His
we got our
brilliance
gratuitous Nikola Tesla picture that we have not done in a video in like almost a year, which is insane.
Yeah, and this is like a good I'm 90% sure this is an AI rendering.
Mhm.
I don't think this is a real photo because like this, I'm looking at the stuff here and none of it is like particularly identifiable as like actual stuff, which is there's like
Just
a dial
random
on it, so.
machinery and whatnot.
It-
Like, just
Yeah,
put
yeah.
that shit in the background. It'll look real impressive. You know, a little bit of like fire sparks flying across the thing for whatever
Right.
reason, you know, because Nikola Tesla was like a welder or a smelter or
Right.
something, right? I'm pretty sure that's what he did. So-
No, that was the time machine
That's right. Yeah.
that he went back in time to.
That's right.
Oh
That's
my
what he
God.
did.
That's
Did
how
he
he
hang out with
transcended
Sean
the bounds
Connery
of his
or-
time.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, look, it's right there on screen. I mean, fucking hell. All right, let's see.
transcended the bounds of his time, believed that the secrets of the universe were encoded in energy, frequency, and vibration. In fact, he famously said, if you want to find the secrets of the
Man, there's been a lot of Tesla photos. Like they've just really been going with this.
I feel
So,
like
here's his quote though.
when they said
Frequency.
energy, frequency, and vibration, like that's a little redundant,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Doesn't that feel like it's like somebody going like, yeah, and then you'd never believe it, but to finish off this drink, you're just gonna include a little bit of ice, frozen water, or you know, hardened H2O, and you'd be like,
Energy there,
Okay.
Energy there is sort of the odd one out, but
Right.
frequency and
Vibration.
but I suppose vibration has but see, here I am steel manning again, and I decided I'm not doing that tonight.
I'm gonna keep dragging you back into that terrible
Oh.
world. You're gonna wake up tomorrow and you're just gonna be like, why?
I will say though, if you can turn something into a frequency measurement in
Mhm.
physics, that tends to be a very, very fruitful way of building a good experiment, because frequencies are things that can be measured, and the longer you measure them, the more precise you get. The most precise measurements that we've ever made have all been frequency spectroscopy measurements. We can build clocks now that are based on the frequency between two different energy states of an atom, and those clocks lose 1 second every 40 billion years.
That's pretty.
They're so precise that you can see the effects of general relativity over length scales smaller than a millimeter. It's crazy, but all of that is we're talking about a frequency of a laser. It is a specific color. It's made from this thing. We measure it in this way. We have receipts. It's not just words.
I just want to say, personally, I'm thrilled because normally, at this point in the conversation, I'm the one that is very animated and upset 30 seconds into the video, and everybody else is pretty chill. So this is really fun to be on the other side of that for a change, and I'm excited to see how much longer it will take in this video before you are back in up in arms again. So I'm excited. So let's
Oh wait,
yeah.
I know this was quite a while ago, but Hellsbells is side eyeing you. What's that about?
She was mad at me because I also did not tell her about the fundraiser stream, just like you did not tell Dr. Tapioca Weasel. And my excuse, at least, was because I was organizing a fundraiser stream with a lot of people and communicating with a bunch of people, and I had forgotten entirely who I had gotten contact with. But, still a shitty excuse in all fairness. So, I mean, she's very valid in that.
All right, yeah, but my excuse is, I
Right.
mean, it's Dr.
But
Tap.
I'm not saying we can exactly, put this all together right here, right now. But I am saying, like, technically, if
I mean, we could.
both
I mean,
Helen and Dr. Tapioca Weasel had
they are
the
right
free
here.
space at the end of, because I think it's like
Yeah, I mean, it's like at
9:30 or something is the last slot. So like,
yeah. So
technically
you could
that
just
is
be there.
open if you guys just wanted to jump on and begin
9:30
it right there.
Or we're
right.
talking about CST or EST?
Always Central. It's the only one that's real.
So I promised my girlfriend that the next
He
time
doesn't
I
have a
did a
girlfriend.
thing that hey, don't talk about BBH like that, okay? She's in the other room. She'll get very upset again.
Yeah, technically it
Sorry,
is the
honey.
9 o'clock Central slot. Both Helen in the live chat and Dr. Tapioca.
That's even better for you. It's like 7 instead of 6.
Yeah. See, because Central Time's awesome. So.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, it's not the awesomest
And-
time zone.
And I do just want to say, in fairness, I do have written on this list here that I'm looking at here, kind of on the back end, it does say Dr. Tapioca Weasel, parentheses, Maya is reaching out, close parentheses. So
Hey,
I just want to.
I mean, tap.
No, we did it. Honestly, we did it. So.
All right, so now you're see.
Yeah, and I'll shoot a message. Yeah, and I'll shoot a message after this to
Yeah.
both of you guys with the schedule and put you in the
Yeah.
chat and all that. So see how we do that, folks. This is
Yes,
Yeah,
2 weeks
this
from
is
tomorrow.
We
Just-
need
2 weeks from
community.
tomorrow, plenty of time. I'll even
Right.
remind you the day before.
Right. Why was I don't even know why I was trying to get it all ready, with like a
Yeah,
month in
it-
advance or anything, trying to like get all these people. We could have
No,
I could have just
like,
done this just last minute
You
for
are
everybody.
dealing with a bunch of hyper procrastinators.
Man, I'll tell you what.
I know
yeah.
for a fact I'm not the only one.
No, not in the slightest. I am not gonna go through the list and start calling people out. But man,
Right? No. I know my fellow streamers.
You know what you did.
I mean, I'm better at procrastinating than either of you. I don't even make content yet, so
Yeah.
No,
I want.
I,
to be a
2
better
weeks is like,
procrastinator. I want to be a better procrastinator.
unless he had something better, like he had to leave the country. I was just like, yeah, 2 weeks is good.
Mhm.
It gives him little chance to forget.
Right. This was
I'm not
planned.
saying that won't happen,
Right. This was planned.
but
This
right.
was planned, you guys. Every little bit of this.
Indeed.
This honestly, right? And this I'm sorry to give it away, you guys, but this is all scripted. I mean, even this right here, right now, everything that I'm saying, I know it doesn't sound like it, especially when like I stutter or repeat words or something. Sometimes you're just going to be like, there's no way he could have scripted that. Flabbity goo. I mean, how would I have scripted that? That's crazy. And yet, I'm trying to tell you guys, they do a lot of planning for this. This is all high level shit.
High level shit. All for
Okay,
you
you call it
guys.
planning. I call it mind control.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
a
Or
lot
cult
easier.
activity, whatever, you know.
Oh my God. How did we manage to get like both DeFreak and Daryl Frost in the chat at the same time?
Mhm.
It's
a good night.
This
That's
is yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh,
God.
okay.
Let's
So he's got a quote coming up here.
And vibration. In fact, he famously said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. His work laid the foundations.
I already sort of brought this up. If you can if you can do a physical experiment and have the thing that you measure be a frequency measurement, that does tend to be helpful, but this is a deepity.
Yeah, it's not anything particularly interesting. You know?
Yeah, and to the extent that it is like substantive, it's not substantive in this woo-woo argument way. It's in the way that like it actually is helpful in, you know, experimental design or something. And he could do a good experiment. I'm not gonna, you know, sell the guy short. This is the guy who brought us AC power and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
so.
Tesla's awesome. Tesla's super cool in my opinion. He's really interesting.
Yeah, but he wasn't like a better physicist than Einstein. He wasn't even a physicist.
No, he didn't. Yeah, that wasn't where he was. Yeah, again, like I think one of the coolest things about him was the fact that he had that very particular form of synesthesia and he was very interested in machinery, and so that is why the vast majority of his designs for his machines we just don't have, like we just can't replicate his stuff. And there's a lot of really cool stuff that he had invented that did work at the time that would have been really cool had we continued to keep it over the years, you know, but like it just didn't happen.
But there was also a lot of stuff that people think he invented that never actually.
Yeah,
like,
that's just right.
Those doodles, like he didn't invent a giant free energy generator
that's
that
just
would just beam out energy to it. Like the closest he got to that was a Tesla coil, and like you're not powering a city on that. You need to power a city with wires.
Yeah,
and he did figure out the way to do that best.
Yeah, and Tesla was right, by the way, too. He was correct. In the fight between him and Edison, where Edison just murdered an elephant in front of people for fun, which is an odd thing to do in public. Like, imagine if your buddy was just like, hey, man, we're just all going to go down to the park today. We're going to watch this animal get killed. It's like, what?
I only go to 3 or 4 elephant murderings a month.
Like, oh, really? Okay. Oh, just 3 or 4. That's fascinating.
Yeah, so I find them to be a little bit in poor taste.
Right. Yeah. So you've cut down to the 3 or 4 because of your distaste for them, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get.
Also, most of them are on Sunday nights, and
that's just a tough
I'm doing other stuff.
That's a difficult. Right.
Yeah. For $2, Jester. It's just Jester now. I missed the shenanigans.
Right? Like you literally had to stop. You were like,
there's no shenanigans. I guess we're gonna have to provide all the shenanigans.
I mean, we could make up names for Jester.
We could. That would be funny. But for $2, Jester says, "You poor sweet summer child, mercy be upon ye, Ramen."
That today drive our entire world. But Tesla didn't just invent. He envisioned a universe comprehensible through its invisible forces. Imagine ancient landscapes.
Okay, imagining a universe comprehensible through invisible forces is like what physicists also like do. Like,
It makes
you
it
know,
sound really cool, but it's
Yeah,
very
yes.
mundane what they're
but
saying.
like the force that is most important in like most of life is the electromagnetic force, which famously is often visible. So,
True.
you know,
True. Yeah.
I mean,
It's like saying I'm altering the chemical makeup of various instantiations of matter, and then it's like I just mix baking soda and vinegar together.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, like
technically, technically
you
true.
can soup it all up and everything, but it's like, okay, but what can you actually tell me?
What are you
question
doing?
can you
Right.
answer specifically?
Diverse,
Jester,
comprehensible through.
actually,
Sorry.
real quick, Jester just became a cult member.
Jester is the freak.
Oh, God. I've got Jester on that. I'm sorry. DeFreak. God, I'm going to have to get through. DeFreak isn't here all the time. Thank you, DeFreak. Please enjoy your tapioca weasels, your nitties, and vaginas. And I'm sorry for fucking up your name like that.
This is an awesome cult, by the way. So it is a cult-tastic cult.
I didn't know we
As-
got nitties and vaginas.
Get nitties
Oh, yeah.
and vaginas.
That's pretty good. Most places, it's just one or the other. You don't get,
Right.
you never get both.
Yeah, you get both. We also have a bag of dicks.
Oh man,
We've got lightsabers. We have the best weasel emoji on the internet.
oh
That's a fact.
man,
Yeah.
shit. All right, but does it understand energy, frequency, and vibrations? That's
Okay, us.
It
weasels-
does. It does not understand magnets.
Well, no. Okay, I'm an anti-magnetologist. Okay, it says that right there. Anti-magnetologist. Okay, so if you're pro magnetology in the chat, and don't let the membership icon fool you. This is a long-standing point of tension between Maya and myself.
And the whole goddamn chat. I'm just saying.
Well, the chat is a bunch of magnet-loving fools. So
are magnets? Are they real or are they?
they are real. Unfortunately,
they're not a
they are
psyop.
real. I am not. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
So there are probably some magnets that aren't real.
Okay.
And I reserve the possibility to transition to a policy of magnets aren't real. Because
you're saying the majority
if the government was able to get rid of all the birds from the 50s to the 70s, then like I see no reason why the powers that be can't get rid of magnets.
I did hear this thing about how magnets aren't real, and it had something, and I don't remember exactly, but it had something to do with like buoyancy and like how electromagnetism couldn't work with the density of objects or so. I'm not positive. I don't remember exactly what they were saying, but it sounded smart. But what you're saying is magnets are real. You're just against them.
Yeah, so what you were describing sounded like a flat Earth argument.
I don't think so.
I feel like if your density and buoyancy only comes up in flat Earth arguments.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, in fairness, gravity wasn't. There was something about the gravitational field that messed with the electromagnetism. Because, like,
use a Van de Graaff generator.
Yeah, I don't.
This is a thing that they love to talk about.
I don't know.
It comes up often.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
You know.
I'm not an expert.
He is sure he is an expert. Jester did come through though for $2, and he says, "Pew pew pew."
I legitimately don't have enough alcohol though. This is going to be a problem.
I'm excited. We're not even a full minute into this video.
I know, right? We were wondering if it would be long enough.
Right.
Its invisible forces. Imagine ancient landscapes dotted with monumental structures, from the pyramids of Egypt to the standing stones of Stonehenge. These aren't just relics of the past. They are sophisticated devices crafted with a profound understanding of vibrational energy.
Okay, so that's dumb, right?
What the fuck are you basing that off of?
Yeah, that's dumb, right?
Citation needed.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Yeah, oh my god.
We
also
don't...
just the sudden shift to like he was talking about Tesla, and then now he's suddenly talking about like long lost
Big building.
civilizations and technology and stuff.
Look,
And
guys.
ancient aliens, but he hasn't said the aliens part.
Guys, I just want to throw this out there, okay? In case, and look, I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know that the people that are here are gifted, they are talented, they are logical, and that's why they donate to great channels like this one regularly. You know, I would never pander and just try to like say you guys are, you know, honestly some of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life in the chat. I know that you are good looking because you hang out. I would never do anything like that. But I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but look, people get bored as fuck. Y'all know this. We all feel this in our daily lives, and we will sit down and we will do very dumb things that take a long time. And at the end of it, other people will look at you and they will say things like, "Hey man, seriously, I think you should go talk to somebody." Or like, "Wow, this is really impressive. I can't believe a human being did this," you know? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, before we had all the beautiful things that we have today, like all the video games and all the Netflixes and the whatnots, we didn't have that shit. So we had to do fucking something. So one motherfucker put a brick on top of another brick, and then another motherfucker was like, "Let's just see how big we can make this." And then they did that.
Exactly. I mean, the pyramids are the world's most effective and persistent dick measuring contest.
Right. Literally. It's
And they're not going anywhere
how high
for
was his
a
pyramid?
long time.
How big he make his?
They
How
were
many rooms?
the Great Pyramid was the tallest structure in the world until like 800 years ago or something.
Right. And honestly, entirely focused on this aspect of like, I mean, what else do we have to do? You know, like what else is going on around here? Like, what do you want to get into? You know, it's like we could walk that direction into nothingness infinitely, you know, or we could turn around and walk that direction into nothingness infinitely. So I don't know. Also, like, you know, I just throwing this out there just in case anybody forgot about this, but like, you know, most of human civilization is mass slavery, right? So it was like, you know, 100,000 people not only did not have anything to do, but had no choice in the matter.
So that is actually a misconception. They were like paid laborers.
For the pyramids,
they did have a choice.
Okay,
The vast majority of the people who built the pyramids did have
the pyramids. Yeah, no.
The
pyramids.
pyramids.
Yeah, the pyramids. They were paid labor.
Other shit, no. Okay, the people
Oh,
who
sure.
built
But
my
no, that's
grandpa's
very
house,
interesting.
no, they didn't have a choice.
Yeah, but that's interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
I mean,
the people who built his grandfather's house, like they did not get reparations.
no, they literally didn't.
I did not know about your grandfather's house, but I'll just be honest. I was more
the only reason
interested.
is my grandfather was technically born in well, not technically. He was born in 1901 because they both waited a long time to have kids. And the house he was born in was
Built
I literally looked this up. It was
my ancestors, which is why he owes me reparations. God damn it!
It was the first house on the like western half of Alabama that had indoor plumbing, which is a weird flex and definitely meant there were slaves involved.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes.
We be hard workers.
Yes. And I that is important. I do just want to say that indoor plumbing has saved millions of people's lives. Like I mean, you know, that's something, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, for Joshua G's has given us 5 more cult members. Woohoo! And he has some great aim.
You put like two.
Did you see this all-star cast of cult members?
No, I didn't. What,
They went
what do we
to
have?
Dapper Dinosaur, friend of the
Ooh.
show, that Amber chick, Fern Love Bond, Prixie Purple, and Jillian, friend of the show, who will
Oh, that-
also be back next week. What the fuck? That deserves extra applause.
That is very tough to do. Okay.
I mean, I don't even know. How do you aim? You couldn't aim better than that. Like,
No,
holy shit.
Jillian is. I don't know. Al did run out of one, so Al could have also been on the list. But Jillian is famously hard to hit with memberships because YouTube
Yeah.
is on record, not actually on record, as hating Jillian. So
No, yeah, Jillian is putting YouTube on notice. Like every stream. It's like, YouTube, I see you not seeing me, okay? God. So way to go, Jillian. We are happy for you.
Historians call them tombs or temples, but we're discovering they
you know why?
might actually be ancient vibrational tools that harnessed the Earth's power.
No, we're not. We're not discovering that. They were tombs and temples, but the pyramids were tombs. They weren't temples, I don't think. There were probably a few temple pyramids, but they were tombs. You know how we know? Because there's a dead guy, or there used to be a dead guy in a lot of them.
Yeah.
And
A lot of empty rooms.
they come up with these arguments, and they're like, if it was a tomb, wouldn't you expect the tomb chamber to be like really, really, really fancy? And it's like, bro, it's in a fucking pyramid. That's the fancy part, okay?
Yeah. Also,
they don't need to make the room that nobody's gonna see fancy.
Right.
They built the biggest goddamn triangle anybody ever triangled.
yeah. I mean, and also like, you know, it's not like we have like a lot of records of like Tomb Raiders or anything. Not like there was an entire series of video games that ultimately became a movie about this. Not that there was an entire separate series of movies about an archaeologist turned like Tomb Raider type person. Like
Basically,
so like it's not like we have good reason to believe that even if they were ornate, they could have gotten, you know, pilfered for a really long time. So whatever. But like,
it's not grave robbery if you work for a museum.
I mean, yeah, I don't know the law.
Oh, hold on. What? Ow. That was personal, Sydney. Oh, ouch.
How could
For
these
$2, Jester says, when you still man the argument becomes magnetic.
Yeah, I think that's just like
It's 316 or 318 stainless steel. Okay, it's very non-magnetic.
Hmm.
I don't like you, Jester. We're not friends anymore.
structures manipulate energy? Through the science of cymatics, we find
Literally never heard of this term.
I was gonna say, what the fuck is that?
Oh, well, let's see if it's actually a thing.
It
Yeah,
might
like,
be an
it
actual
word?
thing that
Is it a
somebody
real word?
uses.
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
That,
Also-
that doesn't mean it's not used legitimately by some people.
It's a website?
Yeah, that's true.
Because like
Also-
quantum is a real term that they don't use legitimately, but it's a real term.
Oh.
Right. And this is
Okay.
totally not.
Cymatics
This
is a study.
no, go ahead.
It's a study of how sound and vibration create visible patterns. The word comes from ancient Greek word kyma, which means wave.
God damn it.
It's not enough vodka in that glass.
Okay, wait. It's say that again. It's the study of how
The study of
sound-
how and vibration create visible patterns.
Oh, yeah,
Like
no,
when
he
you
actually
take-
does explain it.
like when you
he
take
does
sand and you like put it on like
Yeah,
a speaker and then
exactly.
it makes the wave.
Yeah, exactly.
clues.
Okay, but that's not
When particles are
okay.
See? Sand
Oh
on a
God,
speaker.
applications. So an application is cymatic therapy. Sound waves are directed at the body to promote health. Oh, that doesn't sound wooish at all. Cymoscope is an instrument used to create cymatic patterns. There's a Clandy plate, an instrument used to create cymatic patterns, and
Okay.
Chinese
Clandy?
I mean,
Wait, is this like
CHLAN
candy that's
CHLANDI.
I need
Okay.
I need to
Clandy.
explain why I started laughing like that is
And a
because
Chinese sprouting bowl.
you mentioned sound waves being directed at the body to like promote health, right? And my first thought is like somebody walking into like a massage office, you know, and like laying down, you know, and like nice peaceful music, little candle here or there, you know, nice warm towel draped over them, and then just somebody walking in and just going like, ah!
No, that's dissonant. That's ugly and dissonant though. That would make an ugly snowflake.
What do you do? Like hum to it sweetly or something? What do you
That literally that's where this is going. I'm pretty sure this is the one. This is the video with the snowflakes, right? Maybe it's not. I can't remember.
Well, let's press the play button, see what happens.
Sprinkled on a surface that vibrates with sound, they form
These are cool,
patterns.
by the way.
Each frequency creates its own geometric dance. These ancient builders.
So the reason this is happening is because when you vibrate a plate at different frequencies, it literally, like, different parts of it go up and down at different times. Like here, you have a thing in this part of it is oscillating out of phase with this part of it, but probably in phase with this part of it, and that changes. And for this, it's like doing it at the thing, but it is cool.
Fairness,
this is really cool.
That's what I was gonna say. In fairness, it is really cool, but nothing like fantastical or magic is fucking happening here.
What this is actually really good at showing is visually demonstrating the existence of discrete solutions to differential equations. Okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that
one
made everybody kind of be like,
I mean,
so cool.
Yeah.
Math is cool.
It's definitely over my head how we got to that point, but yeah, again, none of that is magic. It's just really complicated math, you know, which I guess maybe in some instances is magic, to be honest.
I mean, math can get a little silly,
it's a little
but
weird. Yeah, it's a little weird.
They knew this secret. Their structures,
know
aligned with Earth's vibrational patterns, could have amplified natural energies, channeling them.
Ley lines aren't a thing. Okay, the only ley lines that are an actual thing were the lines coming off of the crystal vibrator that Secular Rarity is selling. Okay,
Yes.
I was gonna ask, but those things in the background,
Yes.
that sort of look like filaments of stuff, ley lines.
Correct.
Actual real ley lines.
And
turns
that's
out.
Right. They are only found through the crystal vibrator.
Yeah,
That is,
yeah,
right.
because, yeah.
Your
They
crystals are not vibrating at the correct frequency, folks. You need to make sure. If you are putting your crystals in the moonlight, you are not getting all of the benefits of the vibrational patterns of your crystals.
And that's because moonlight is cold.
Are these words or typos?
See, that is what happens when jargoners jargon.
It feels a bit linguistic-y, and I don't know if...
That's not helpful, Maya.
Yeah.
But I just want to make sure everybody is feeling heard.
Maya, I literally just ran out. Hold on.
Wait, we're only like 15 minutes. We're only 15 minutes into the show. How can you be out? Like I'm almost out of my first glass of wine, but I have more.
Maya, I might have to DoorDash.
Yeah.
An alcohol delivery.
Well, you better get on that because we still have a whole other hour at least.
All right, I'm gonna do that, but that
And
means I'm
most
gonna
of
have
this
to, like, go
video,
out to
honestly,
show my ID later.
we were worried that we were gonna need extra video. Like I don't know why we were thinking that, you guys. I have no idea why, you know. But
yeah, we're not very intelligent.
no, it's
growth,
all
It's like we've never done this before.
and
It's all
perhaps
scripted.
for reaching
Indeed.
higher states of consciousness. This deep dive into the universe's vibrations is brought to you by Intertune, your
God, I totally didn't even remember that. Hold
I
on.
did not either. But while you're trying to figure that out, I want to thank Hills Bells for becoming a cult. Whoa, why are you doing this? Hills Bells is a new cult member. I love her already. Please enjoy your tapioca weasels, your nitties and vaginas.
Okay, I think I'm at the end of it.
Today, we stand on the brink of rediscovering this ancient technology for ourselves. Modern engineers and scientists are exploring how resonance and frequency can be used in healing, in creating sustainable
Are they?
energy. And yes, even in the development of technologies that
That's true. Frequencies and stuff are very important in all sorts of technology, like, radios.
For healing, though?
For healing, I mean, you can use ultrasounds to break up kidney stones. And I was actually going to bring this up earlier.
Yeah,
Ultrasound is like, you could describe it with language that would make it sound totally wooish. But it's
that's
used
what
all the time, and it's very useful because of specific physics that it actually means something.
I feel like you're kind of steel manning a little there when you're bringing in the old. I don't believe, and I could be wrong, you guys, and I am open. If in the chat right now you think I am just completely off base, then please yell at me, okay? I don't think these motherfuckers, when creating this video, thought about ultrasound waves to break up kidney stones. I really can't imagine that
No,
was
because
going
if they
through
did,
their
they would have
mind.
put it in.
Right, I can't imagine they were thinking about that, There's no way, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's like...
What they're thinking about is that if you find the right iTunes playlist, iTunes doesn't even exist anymore. That it will heal.
Wait, iTunes
all of your
doesn't exist
problems.
anymore?
I don't know
Binaural
if it does or
beats.
not.
That's what you're talking about. You're talking about binaural beats. Is that what you're... Do you know about this shit?
I know about this shit.
Oh my God.
I used to meditate to that
Oh
shit.
my God. I fucking laid there with a goddamn cloth over my fucking eyes.
Yes.
Trying to trip balls for a few minutes.
Well, maybe not that far. We meditate.
So, okay.
Because,
so
I'm sorry,
they
go ahead.
claimed, there were some that they claimed would give you the same brainwave patterns as if you had just done LSD, thus causing you to have the same experiences. They also claimed, which was very weird to me, they had other binaural beats that would give you the same effects for alcohol and cocaine and all the drugs.
You
And
know, it's an interesting crowd.
I can tell you, I absolutely never once in my life. And I've drank alcohol before, you guys. I know what that shit feels like, okay? Never. Not a goddamn. Now, I did feel a little relaxed, I'll be honest. But I had just been laying on
Very
the fucking
relaxing.
floor for 30 minutes. Of course I'm relaxed.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, like me and my friends, we were actually trying to vibrate to the 5D. Because you're supposed to get your mind right in the proper vibration patterns. And you'll vibrate into a timeline where Hillary Clinton was actually the president or some shit.
No shit. You were trying to jump
Get
dimensions.
the fuck out of here.
No.
I hate this goddamn timeline.
I totally should have tried that. We never tried that. My buddies and I were we never tried anything like that. All we ever thought was just like, man, supposedly this will make you feel really high.
No, I was trying to get the fuck on a different timeline.
I love that.
Fuck this shit.
Because, okay, so I'm just saying this for everybody out there that doesn't know, okay? Our universe vibrates at a particular frequency, okay? And there is this, I don't know if anybody's really aware of this, okay? But a handful of years ago, there was a documentary series about fringe science, and it actually was called Fringe. And it came out on weeknights on Fox, a reputable channel that only puts on high-level documentaries, well-researched. And they had this whole, one whole series arc where they were discussing how different universes vibrated at a different frequency. And that's how they could determine that there were invaders from other universes and timelines that would come over into our world. So this is real. This happens, you guys. And you can see that. You can actually take a tuning fork and just hit it up against things. And if it vibrates at a slightly different, C sharp, then it's they're from a different universe. This is all real.
None of it's real. Everything that guy just said is bullshit.
just great to be on this side of it tonight.
Stephen Welsh made it back to the chat.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
I really did like that show, Fringe. I really enjoyed it.
I never saw it. I've never heard
I
of
never
it.
got into it. I saw a
It's
couple
fun.
of episodes, but
It was good. I mean, it's total. Yeah, it's obviously bullshit and fake and whatever, but it was still kind of fun. I really enjoyed it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a pretty popular show. I think that I would like it if I got back into it. But.
Yeah, not real though.
Manipulate physical objects, defying
You're
gravity.
not defying gravity. Okay, when you hold a thing up, are you defying gravity? Like yeah, but not in any interesting way.
Every object, every element on this planet has a resonant frequency
Most of them have a lot more than one.
at which it is most inclined to vibrate. This is
I feel vindicated.
Like things do like isolated single atoms of various different elements will have certain resonant frequencies because
Right.
those if you have a photon of the right energy, energy and frequency in photons are related by a proportionality constant, Planck's constant. And if you have a photon of the right frequency, then it will have the right energy to change how the electrons are moving around an atom. And so an atom will have different energy levels. And in that sense, like they want to vibrate at certain things. But like a drum wants to vibrate at certain things. All of these things. What is your point, my guy? Your point seems to be, therefore, magic.
Mhm.
And
Pretty much. I mean, is that not? Yeah, I think it makes sense to me, man. I mean, things vibrate a lot. That makes other things change their vibrations. Therefore, anything is possible. I don't see what the problem is here with this chain of logic.
in the middle, the last middle part there,
Right.
the therefore anything is possible.
Okay.
What is the therefore? Okay, it's there to skip over a whole bunch of stuff that you have no answer to.
No, I think it. Okay, well, hang on. Things
Mhm.
vibrate at a particular frequency.
Mm.
Magic. Therefore, anything is possible. That makes sense. to
Well,
me. I
okay,
don't
but
feel like we're-
you.
No, we're good. We're good.
You,
I don't feel
you
any
smuggled
problem
in the
here.
magic. As
No,
one
I
of
don't
the
think so.
premises.
No, I don't think so. No, it's
Okay.
is the principle behind technologies such as ultrasound in medicine
They did bring it up.
or seismic testing in geology. Our ancestors may not
So you were wrong. They were sort of thinking it, at least when they got to write that part of the script.
Yeah.
Or rather, this was probably an AI generated.
I shouldn't have.
So-
I will absolutely admit when I am wrong, you guys. And honestly, I thought the pabulum and bullshit that was going to be spat out tonight from this video was going to be even lazier dribble than what is actually being presented. So I will take that back. Like, I apologize. They did technically put in some effort.
Yeah,
Right?
they're not doing the laziest form of content
That's
on
right.
YouTube.
It could
the
be
laziest
worse.
form of content on YouTube is, I think we all know, reaction videos. I'm not wrong.
not have had the gadgets, but they had the knowledge. And
Doesn't
now
that kind of look like the what you call it, AI from Chris's dancing? Oh, what's the one he always plays? Sorry, do you watch Chris's morning show? You were talking about it
It's
earlier.
way too early
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, I see a bit, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, it would be like 6:30 for you or 6
I've
a.m.
caught
It is
for you.
early. Yeah.
part of 2 episodes.
Yeah. He has some pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, he has
little
this
sketches
AI
of-
of like it was like Abraham and Sarai, and they're like, I don't know. One is he calls them the dancing. They're like Middle Eastern dancing cowboys.
Oh, God.
Right. And then there's another one he does with Abraham, and his goat left him for another lover.
Mm-hmm.
And so now he has this goat scented candle that is supposed to stave off the god, because you know the god just likes the smell of barbecue, and that's
Burning
enough
flesh.
to yes, that's enough to get him off your ass. So it's like buy my goat scented, to get the god off his ass because he's probably sinned. He's like, oh yeah, Father Flanagan's.
Yes, that one's one of the best. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, terrible, but
And so
really
that's what I'm
good.
saying. This looks like that character, like that Abraham character, when he gets scared and he was like, oh shit, my goat left me for another. Whatever shall I do to get the guy off my ass? I'm sorry, I'm being an asshole.
Is
Hit
that
the
new?
button. What?
Oh, right. I muted it for a moment.
Yeah.
But they had the knowledge, and now we're catching up. And how can we use this knowledge? By aligning our personal frequency with that of our desired outcome.
Or we could make lasers. Like, lasers are cool. Frequency is a big part of laser making. Okay?
I really like that line. How can we change this stuff? It's how can we use this knowledge by aligning our personal frequency with our desired outcome?
Indeed.
That's fucking nonsensical. That doesn't mean shit. I have no idea what the person is trying to tell me to do when they say that. If somebody walked up to you right now and you were like, hey man, so like crazy thing happened to me. I got robbed the other day and I lost my wallet and I really want to try to fix everything and get back and get right. And if they said to you, just align your personal frequency with your desired outcome, you'd slap them in the fucking face. That is stupid. That is a dumb statement. I mean, there's nothing being conveyed in that message. There is no information that anybody is able to turn away from and just be like, yes, I know how to enact this in my life. It's so dumb. But I mean, again, like they have 1 million subscribers, you guys.
1 million. Like 1 million.
Yeah.
I have 1,000. And do you have any idea how hard that was?
That's so weird. Like, and Fern, you're wonderful, and you're right.
Yes.
Thank you. I need to breathe through my heart chakra. If only I could. I don't even know what I just saw the bottle.
Wait, what is going on?
Tapioca Weasel came back with a big bottle of Clorox.
Oh my God. I did not see. I saw like the white bottle, and I'm like,
oh my God,
I was not ready.
That got me. Terrible.
We do not. Look,
Right.
I am not a nonprofit, so I don't have to endorse anything Donald Trump says.
Right.
Do not drink bleach, kids. We do not support this.
Yes. I can also say, absolutely, there is no scientific basis for drinking Clorox as being beneficial. Do not in any way, shape, or form do it. Tapioca Weasel is a professional.
Actually Clorox, because even I am not that irresponsible. It's Simple Green. It's fine. Lysol.
Simple Everclear, folks. Yeah. Don't. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would never drink Clorox. It's very simple Everclear.
Seriously, don't like it. One solid gulp of bleach can do serious damage to your esophagus.
Yes. It is not good.
Use this knowledge by aligning our personal frequency with that of our desired outcomes.
What the hell is the frequency of your outcome?
It means nothing. Right. It is a nonsense.
It means nothing. I don't have it already written on the whiteboard. I wish I did, because I would. It means nothing.
Science is rediscovering what ancients knew. Vibrations can heal, transform, and manifest.
They can transform and manifest. Transform, I could steal, man. I'm not going to, because you're dumb and wrong. But what is like? The only thing that's manifesting is alcoholism.
Right. Brain damage. Right. For those of us that are trying our hardest to get through this. Like
Yeah.
Using sound therapy, meditation, and mindful practices, we can tune our body and mind.
I don't know anything about sound therapy. There might be. I could imagine sound therapy being a legit thing. I think most sound therapists are bullshit, though. I would bet
No,
on that.
I mean I've seen it work for dementia patients.
Okay,
well,
yeah.
okay, there
That-
is some
we
some
do.
interesting stuff related to like music and
Yes,
and
music,
various
yeah.
various cognitive
Oh my God,
functioning
yeah.
problems. Yeah. I mean-
Music, yes. I'm not saying that binaural beats.
yeah. We know.
Are
Yeah.
like rollback Alzheimer's. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. Yeah, there is definitely some stuff to that, but again, like so much of this is all based around this really, really vague concept of just like frequencies, man, and it's like that. It's just like honestly, it kind of does make it sound like that if you put in a vibrator inside of you, like a sex
I was
toy,
saying
okay?
you gotta boof it. That's how you charge them.
If you put something inside an orifice in your body that
Can use it to
has a vibration to it, you could theoretically tune that to like be, I don't know, superhuman. And I'm saying this. It really seems unlikely, like almost impossible, you guys. But if you want to put things that vibrate in your orifices safely with other consenting adults, like that's on you, like do that thing. I can say in my experience, it can be enjoyable for people, but it doesn't give you like superpowers. Like you're just going to come really hard probably, like I just...
There we go.
Hey, give us your feedbacks in the comment below. Or don't.
Into frequencies that promote healing, happiness, and abundance. Consider meditation with sound baths, where gongs, singing bowls, and tuning forks create a landscape of healing vibrations that align your body's energy centers.
I mean, we got fucking chakras in here. Okay, that sounds incredibly relaxing. Okay, and being incredibly relaxed is healing in its own sort of way. But you know what? You can do that by hanging out on a beach and getting some nice sun, and you should use some suntan, because if you fall asleep, like you're gonna have a bad time. But
now that is vibrations. That is because of vibrations too, right? There is a frequency that is causing that skin cancer.
It's the ultra light. It's
That's right.
higher energy light
I just feel
waves.
I just feel like you proved this video. I'm sorry. It just I see inside of you right now. You're dejected. You're hating the world. Right. You're very much upset about. And this is, again, I just want to say this. I have been in that space so much, and it is really nice to be just a little bit outside of that tonight. I
just remembered that I have Clorox. I'm gonna.
Mine is actually my Clorox has black mold killer in it, so mine is extra effective.
Racist,
but
or affirmations.
I don't know. See, Maya normally doesn't get up and leave. That's sort of like my gimmick. So like I don't know if I'm supposed to keep playing the video. And
that's true. Yeah.
But I mean,
Well, I mean,
I could just filibuster until she comes back.
We can talk a lot about vibrations and frequency and so forth. And look, honestly, I'm glad they put it on a grid pattern right there, because if it wasn't on a grid pattern right there, I would forget that we were talking about vibrations and frequency. That helps me remember.
I am bothered by the fact that the grid
it's off.
I don't inconsistent.
It seems like a really easy thing for them to fix. I have no idea why they did that.
I mean, it could be like maybe this is like like a green screen, but made out of like graph paper or something.
That is possible. And there is also this too, and I'm just throwing this out there, and I wouldn't level this accusation at anybody in particular, right? But it is possible. I have seen this, and the people who say run this channel, own this channel, receive any of the monetary benefits from this channel, they might not give a shit, you know? And I'm just, I would never say that they are just pumping out dribble to specifically
for cash.
I would never say that. I don't know. I wouldn't level that accusation against them. I'm just saying that there are some channels out there with around 1.27 million subscribers that post videos about frequency and vibration that do. I'm just saying there are some.
I mean, if it quacks like a duck,
if it vibrates like a duck,
if it has an explosive corkscrew penis like a duck,
maybe press the play button.
Spoken with intention, which resonate through your body, rewiring thoughts and emotions to manifest your goals.
That's what the duck's trying to do.
Imagine realigning your body's frequencies like tuning an instrument to perfect pitch. Frequencies are used to rebalance the body's energies, with research indicating benefits in reducing pain, enhancing
Yeah, like a vibrating massager can help reduce pain.
yes,
sleep quality, and improving overall emotional wellness.
This is so
Similarly, sound therapy employs frequencies through music and tone to create healing vibrations around the body, promoting healing from within. Moving
like what? Like what? Just out of curiosity, like I could, if somebody came up to me and was just like, "Hey man, did you know like music can like make you feel better?" I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, man, that's tends to be why I listen to
Yeah.
those songs. They make me happy." So
We enjoy them. That's a form of feeling better.
right, I tend to when I'm not so happy, and then I put on this one song that's real fun. I like magically almost feel less bad. I can't put my finger on it. It's something similar to like halfway through the second glass of a really nice beer. Again, it could be magic that's doing this to me. I don't know. So
Hells Bells has a proposition for you.
I look, I will
Bells vibrate,
say,
by the way.
if you can align my chakras, I will absolutely take it. I've never had it done. Yeah, I would be all for some chakra alignment, you know, but I'm not doing acupuncture. I'm just throwing that out there. That's bullshit. It's made up garbage, but chakra alignment might be a thing. So
I love how you're
Moving
open
beyond-
and trying new things.
yeah, sure.
on health, let's explore how frequency can manifest wealth.
Go fuck yourself.
Wow. Should have known that.
Tesla's vision of energy extended to the idea that by aligning our personal energy with the frequencies of abundance and success, we could attract wealth.
Okay, what is that frequency?
I haven't even
What's
heard
the
this.
megahertz for success and wealth? Like, just somebody tell me.
I don't think I've heard prosperity gospel applied to Tesla before.
This is that is exactly
Yeah, this
fucking
is-
it, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is
Prosperity
it?
gospel with woo-woo bullshit.
No, that's the thing. Oh, what is it called? The oh god,
The secret?
The secret. Thank
Yeah.
The
you.
secret.
Yeah.
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 Oh my god. This
And see-
is so
and here's the thing is I think that is the reason that you've had such poor luck recently, secular therapy.
Oh yeah, we haven't unlocked the
therapy. I
secret.
said therapy.
that's
'cause-
okay. I need that too.
Yeah. So
Right. Should we tell
Like,
people about that
I-
story now?
I
or-
feel like we should, because we were supposed to have you on the show last week,
we were.
but
Well, and
yeah.
in fairness,
He
my
just didn't want to
vibrational-
be here. He
my
tried the same
vibrational-
shit this week, and I was
did.
just like, "No, you don't, bitch."
I did. I
Yeah.
tried the exact same bullshit this week, And
You got to explain the bullshit though.
Maya wasn't having any of it. Well, so my vibrational patterns have been off for a while now, and I know this, and I've been trying to do something different about it, you know. But last weekend, I was literally pulling into my fucking neighborhood when somebody else hit me in my car. So I was in a little bit of a car accident last weekend, and I texted Maya and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Is there any way we could reschedule? I am fine physically. My car's a little fucked. We're getting it taken care of. I'm very thankful for some wonderful friends around me that have helped me out." And I said, "Hey, is there any way we can reschedule?" She was like, "Hey, I totally get it. You know, no problem. We'll put you on next week." I was like, "Thank you so much." And so today I'm hanging out with some cool people in Nashville. We went out and grabbed some coffee. It's a bunch of non-religious people that, you know, one's a secular therapist, one just moved to the area, you know, not long ago, doesn't have a lot of friends and stuff. So we're trying to connect and hang out and all this shit. And I'm driving back in my friend's truck because he has been so awesome, and he was like, "Man, I can give you my truck for a little bit and, you know, get you around and stuff." And I'm sitting dead stopped at a fucking red light, and somebody rear ends me. Somebody rear ends me
At a stop sign.
Well, so that was the first time. That was last week. Last week, I was sitting at a goddamn 4-way stop, and I'm going through the intersection. As I'm halfway through, the other person sitting at the stop sign just goes, "Yeah, this feels right," and just goes on through. Today,
they were living their truth.
Today, I am sitting there at a goddamn stoplight waiting for the person in front of me to take a left, and they take a left, and somebody just goes right on into the fucking back of me. So, like,
in the car that you're borrowing from your friend because you got hit a week ago.
In 1 week's time, I have been hit twice by people, neither of which had insurance, both of which...
Oh my God, neither?
Neither of them had fucking insurance. And I go to my friend's place because the car is drivable, you know? It's not like fucked up like that or anything, right? But there's still damage to it. I take it over to my friend's place, and I'm sitting there chatting with him, and I go, "So, hey, man, I'm supposed to be on this show tonight." And he's like, "Oh, yeah? Are you going to do it?" And I said, "Well, I really kind of feel like I have to, because last week I got into that wreck and I told them, hey, is there any way we can reschedule?" And I really feel like if I send them a message tonight and just go, "Hey, so you never fucking believe it." But
you don't have to come on the show if you don't want to, okay? You don't have to make stuff up. It's okay. We get it.
They are going to assume I don't like them. There is no believable scenario.
To be clear, we have yet to see any photographic evidence that any of this even happened.
I have not provided a single shred of information whatsoever. There has been no claims. There has been no pictures. I have not anything. And so like, what am I supposed to do? I'm just supposed to be like, "Hey, Maya, Tapioca, man, real sorry, you guys. Like, I just got into another car accident, like pretty close to my house," like crazy, right? So have you guys ever heard this? Like, it's a joke where it's like, the statistic now is that there's so many cars out on the road that somebody gets into an accident like every 15 minutes. And then the joke is like, well, why doesn't that guy stop driving? You know, and it's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And it's like, well, who is that person? Who is that person? And it's like, oh,
it's you.
Yeah. We figured it out now. Yeah. That guy that gets into an accident every like week and a half or so, like, apparently, yeah, motherfuckers out there just trying to, yeah. Have you ever had that feeling that God is trying to send you a message like this is not the right path to go on. You know?
I feel like you might be the target of
Right,
of,
like no, it's like Jillian's saying. It's like
Yeah,
clearly
exactly.
somebody has a hit out on you.
but
Every fucking time you get into a car, like,
I'm just
holy
driving.
shit.
I'm done driving. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm just gonna walk everywhere. And if that doesn't work, I don't know. It's over.
Oh, you don't want to be hit by a car
Right,
if you're not in one. Like
that's true.
that
I
is
don't know.
not good.
All right, I'm staying home. I'm not leaving the house anymore. Fuck it.
Real quick. Oh god.
True.
Dropping dimes in the chat.
I told my friend when I left his house earlier today, I was like,
Oh, sorry.
no, go
Real
ahead.
quick. $10 says, when people tell me to be safe when I'm going to drive, I tell them, say back, tell that to everybody else.
Mhm.
And that's not advice. Like everybody,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm on the road. Like y'all need to be safe.
Yeah. I told my buddy when I left his house and I was coming back over here to hop on, and I said, well, all right, man, I'm gonna not get into an accident for another week or two at least. And he just goes, well, we don't know that. I just went, why the fuck would you say, why would you say that? Why would you even say that right now? Like, I'm about to get into your car that you're lending me that I just got into it. Why would you?
Well, to be fair, that means that if it does happen, understanding type. It's the understanding type, because
Yeah, I mean, no, I really appreciate that. I can't be more thankful for the kindness. You know what I really would be thankful for though is just any amount of driving skills, just any amount of paying a fuck attention. Just watch where you're going. That's all. I'm not angry about it.
Karen Butcher, did they have a honk if you love Jesus?
Man, god damn it! If I swear, if there was a fucking fish on that goddamn car, I would have lost it. But no, I did not see it.
One of the favorite pranks, like YouTube pranks that I ever saw, was when they had a car with a bumper sticker that said honk, like very prominently, honk if you love Satan. And then they would park in front of somebody and just wait and wait and wait. And it normally took quite a while until the person would honk. And then they would open the trunk and somebody dressed as Jesus would look at them and just shake their head and then close the trunk, and then they would go and be on their way. And I'm like, I love that. That's a great prank because
that is awesome.
It like yeah, you're technically, I guess, committing a traffic offense, but it's harmless and it's hilarious.
And before we move on, Dr. Kip would like to know what a secular therapist is.
Yeah, that's a really interesting question. So one of the best ways I could give an answer to that is by pointing you towards a nonprofit organization called the Secular Therapy Project. This is the affiliate organization of Recovering from Religion, but they go through an extensive background and screening process to ensure that the individual is using the best science-based practices and will not in any way, shape, or form bring religious context or supernatural or any of that magical kind of discussion or thinking into the therapy practices. And you can actually, anybody can go on to seculartherapyproject.org. It is a completely free thing. You can go on, make a profile, and then find somebody in your area that you can be 100% guaranteed will not bring any magic or religious, spiritual, anything into your therapy. So that is amazing. That's where I found my therapist, and I have been speaking with him, for a good while now. So
yeah, we're not going to go into the whole therapist thing, but Dr. T and I both have therapists, and we are pro.
Hell yeah,
yeah,
hell yeah.
All right, press the play button.
This alignment involves cultivating a mindset of abundance, where thoughts, feelings, and actions resonate with prosperity and openness to financial opportunities. Practical applications in your daily life
Oh God, this
That's
is,
my problem.
Might
My
include-
thoughts and vibrations weren't on not being in a car wreck. See, that's what I should have done, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
should've been-
your daily mantra should have been, "Will not be rear-ended by another car."
You have to be in such a, you have to stop being so toxic that you attract
Right.
these very dissonant vibrational
I see.
interactions.
Right?
I
Yeah.
see.
No, you need to attract big bags of money, not cars.
So kind of that like, what was I wearing when I got
Yeah.
in the car wreck type of thing. I
Right,
see.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
starting each day with wealth-focused
Literally, I didn't script this.
affirmations. Life might include starting each day with wealth-focused affirmations, engaging in
I called
visualization
it.
techniques that embody
Holy
financial
shit.
success, and creating a personal environment that reflects and
You know,
supports
so-
your financial.
So
I
Dr.
will
T
become
picked
rich.
out this video, and I was
I
having
did.
a day, right? So I was the one who got to skip through, and I'm like, yeah, this seems cool.
I did watch it, and I'm very glad. I feel like I chose well. I will say.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is such bullshit. Why are you like this?
So we
Look-
wake up
like,
every
look at
morning.
this.
Yeah, you have to
literally-
like. No, you have to visualize the big bags of cash just falling in your lap, not cars falling into your car.
Honestly,
Yeah, and
that
then
was my fault.
like you totally didn't think away the car and attract the big
I have
bags
been
of cash.
spending.
Like,
I have
you
been
see this
spending,
guy here? He has cash falling down around him. Cream, get the money, dollar bill, y'all.
Like
knew
this
that.
is what you got to do. You have to close your eyes and visualize money just flying around you.
And
This
you know
is
what? I hate
such-
to admit it, but look, I will always admit when I'm wrong, you guys, okay? And I'm just gonna say this right here, right now. Over the last week, I have been repeatedly envisioning cars hit me as I'm driving away from a coffee shop, okay? And so, I mean, if that's not a testament to the truth of this video, I just don't know what is. I mean,
Yeah. You can't think about it. It's like, don't think about an elephant in the middle of the room. Like,
Damn,
that's
I'm
all
thinking
you can
about
think
it, though.
about.
I'm thinking about it though.
Now you got to think about it, right? Exactly. You don't want to think about that. You want to
I
think
bet
about the thing
you-
you do want, not the thing you don't want.
I bet
That's
you
how
if I look-
manifesting works.
If I look out there,
There's, God damn it, there's a motherfucking, where did that fucking elephant come from? I'm on the
God,
fourth
no.
goddamn floor.
don't worry about it. There's nothing.
Wow.
I don't think there's anything out there.
That
It's
could
not
be a problem, Maya. I don't
It's-
think
yeah.
most floors are like able to hold that amount of weight in a localized area. Like that's
No,
elephants
this-
are heavy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think
It's going to
about.
be a really big problem for my neighbor in a few minutes.
I'm gonna think about money. The elephant will go away.
Exactly.
That's
I want to
that's
replace
how I
the
do it.
elephant with a big bag of cash.
It's
That
also
will be
how
a
Maya
problem
does
for
it.
me to get into my bank account,
Right.
not an elephant in the middle of my neighbor's
Could
living
you?
room.
Could you though? If you can already like envision and like manifest things in reality, couldn't you just like manifest like clean money? Like this is all money that like is perfectly
but,
traceable
it's
and
a
legal.
big bag of cash in my. I've already
Right.
got it. Like, it's a big bag of cash in my living room.
Okay.
So I need to get the cash into my bank account
Oh, it's like-
without getting robbed. Right.
I
So
see,
now I
I
gotta
see.
remember. Yeah. So now I gotta remember. Don't get robbed. Don't get robbed. Don't
Okay,
get robbed.
So here's
on
what
the way
you
to
do:
the bank.
manifest a big bag of cash and a loyal security team. I feel like that's what you do, right?
Ooh,
Well,
yeah,
so what
yeah.
Maya does is she visualizes me paying reparations, and it does work.
Ooh, look!
Good,
It's a
good.
big bag of cash in the
About
middle of the
time.
chat. That is
About
just as good. Oh, yeah, I approve. See, chat, you thought that I was bullshitting, and a big bag of cash just landed in the middle of the goddamn chat. So, checkmate, atheist.
Telepathy proven.
I'm saying though, if you all say big bag of cash enough, maybe the God Fairy will drop big bags of cash into your chat. But
No.
I don't think so. He's mine. Fuck
Well,
off.
if
Okay, hold on. So I am the God Fairy in this situation.
if you
BBH is
give
not going to be happy about that.
if you give money
Fucker.
here,
I-
I have been told that it will help align your chakras and
Oh,
will
yeah,
result in more wealth and prosperity for you, because what you're doing is you are by giving money here on this channel, you are actually planting a seed into the vibrational patterns of the fabric of the universe itself. That's what I've heard. So
Yeah, listen to SR. He would not steer you wrong.
I wouldn't.
Now, our newest cultist, our newest cult members. God damn it. I need wine to get through the stream, but then I can't talk and get through the stream. It dilemmas, I'm saying. All right, those went to Tori Swansinger, Sean Carter, Ember, Crafty. Is that 5 people? That's about it, right? All right. But also, an Ember friend of the show, yeah. Welcome back to the cult. Please continue to enjoy your tapioca weasels, your nitties, and vaginas, but also, as I am manifesting cash all around me, I got another 5 cult members, which is amazing. And thank you, Sean Carter, for gifting us cultists, new cult members, Ryan Donovan, Leo Phileas, friend of the show, Aaron Colson, Sumami, and Mark Reed, friend of the show, who sometimes has Nazis, who platforms Nazis sometimes, but we're not going to talk about that. Welcome. Please, all cult members, continue to enjoy your tapioca weasels, your nitties, and vaginas. All right, I'm ready for that play button.
Personal environment that reflects and supports your financial goals. The law of attraction, a concept popularized in recent times, echoes this ancient wisdom, proposing that like attracts like, and by
I don't know what that means.
emitting
In fact,
frequencies of
it's
abundance.
demonstrably untrue.
What are the frequencies
The
of
opposites
abundance?
are that attract, right? We know this in magnets. I mean, I don't want to bring that up. I don't want to bring that subject up. I know
Okay,
it's
so
sore.
it's
but-
electric charge. Okay, I mean, also I guess also magnetic poles, but
Okay.
we can focus on electric charge. Okay. And yeah,
but it's still opposite
charges
charge.
attract. Gravity, though, mass is the charge of gravity, and that is a term like that is used like considering mass to be the charge associated with the gravitational force as per symmetries that arise from Noether's theorem. It's a whole thing. In that case, like attracts like. But no. Most of the time when we're talking about charges, we're
Right.
talking about like electric stuff, and
It's the
it's
opposite.
opposites that attract, and
Right.
like repels like.
Right.
But apparently all you need is the people emitting frequencies of abundance. What the fuck is a frequency of abundance?
I've been trying to get on Oprah's frequency for a long time.
I was just saying.
That bitch is crushing it. So like if anybody's doing something right with
I had Oprah money. Y'all, all
Man.
the streamers in here would
Man.
be A-okay.
Man, you'd
Holy
get a
shit.
bag of cash. You'd get a bag.
So
Everybody gets chakra.
gets a bag.
Oh my
Fuck yeah.
True that.
We attract similar energies. Dr. Masaru Emoto's groundbreaking research provides fascinating visual evidence of how water's molecular structure is transformed by vibrations from
This
thoughts,
is dumb.
words, and music.
This one's dumb.
Yes,
This
it
one's dumb.
is.
This one's
This
just
is-
dumb. It's
Yeah,
just
and
it's stupid, you guys.
we
This
foreshadowed
one
this
is
one
dumb.
earlier. This is exactly the experiment that you think it's going to be.
Yeah. It's
He
dumb.
played a bunch of music, and then
Oh,
he
yeah.
froze some crystals, and then he took pictures and was like, see, when I play nice music, it's pretty, and when I play Metallica, it's ugly.
You can
Therefore, the West Memphis 3 are guilty.
You can disprove that's terrible.
Sorry, I've been watching a true crime podcast recently.
that was great. That's terrible. But that was really that was terrible. Anyway, this is demonstrably untrue. This is so obviously stupid, you guys. Like this one is touted.
Mythbuster,
Go ahead.
Sorry,
No, please.
finish.
No, please. It's so dumb. It's so fucking stupid. This one of all of the woo-woo nonsense, talking nice to your water, you guys. Fucking hell. I know you're smarter than that.
The Mythbusters, I don't think they ever did the snowflake version of this, but they did do the play music to your plants version of this. And the ones that had the really loud, aggressive music, that greenhouse happened to do better. In that particular experiment, I don't think that. I think that was just luck of the draw. I don't
think so. No, like I remember when I started, not this job but my last job, I shared an office with another girl, and I came in behind this girl who didn't do shit. And I was just like ranting all the time whenever there were people in the office. Like, why would she do this? What is somebody thinking? Like, ah! And one day I said to her, like, I am so sorry for like going off like this, but I just need to let out some steam. And she was like, no, this is great. My plants have literally never looked better. I think they think you're talking to them. And they don't seem to realize that it's not affirming. So
they also hate that chick. They're like, yeah, we get you, girl. We know
like, yeah, fuck that bitch.
Right? Like
I think plants just like me. I don't know. They seem to like the loud, aggressive shit. I'm just saying.
Oh.
That's just my anecdotal experience.
It does turn out, and this is underappreciated by a lot of people, the plural of anecdote is not actually data. So
I'm just co-signing not myth vision. God, I mean, I will co-sign myth vision.
Oh, for sure. We gotta get myth vision on the show.
That would be awesome. What were we talking about?
Mythbusters.
Mythbusters. Yeah. I'm just co-signing.
Great show.
I just really love the idea, honestly.
Personally recreate that study. So I can lend that data to the batch.
I want more people out there to be swearing at their plants, okay, on a daily basis, just because I think it would be really funny. Because like you have a buddy over at your house for like 5 minutes, you know, and they're like, hey man, here to pick you up, and you're like, oh awesome dude, let me just grab something real quick, I'm just gonna water my plants, I'm gonna be out, and you'll just be like,
fuck you, Jonathan,
you piece of shit, grow, you fucking asshole. All right, man, we're ready to go. It's like, whoa, what are you doing? It's like, no,
dude, I'm not gonna lie though. So, I may or may not, and this may or may not be obvious from the everything about me, occasionally use cannabis, right? And I gotta say that definitely, if you told people that you grew the cannabis flower in the presence of like Bob Marley music,
oh yeah,
that would legitimately get you customers.
Yeah, that's just because there's so much of that community that is fucking woo-woo garbage. Like, they take the smallest little piece of information. They're like, man, did you know that like the United States federal government did studies on cannabis back in the 40s for like epilepsy? And it's like, yeah, man, I do know that. That's why the FDA has made some pretty cool advances with a couple of products, but it's actually very specific and limited as to what it can help with. It's like, no, man, it'll fucking like fix you, man. It's like, I don't think so, man. It broke you, so I don't know. Like, again, like, you know, fan of it, just saying like, you know, let's just be honest about what it is. I also drink alcohol. Alcohol is poison. Stop telling yourself that if you have just a little bit of red wine, it makes your heart work better. It doesn't. It's poison. It's all poison. I'm still drinking it though. I still enjoy it.
A small amount. I could imagine there being a small benefit of like effect to one. I could imagine. I'm just saying I could imagine.
Look, Chardonnay makes the stream better. That's all I'm saying.
I have also heard that whiskey makes you vibrate at a higher frequency. So I just...
Look. When I drink a lot of wine to get through my own streams, my monitors work so much better than when I don't and punch them in the goddamn face.
That's proof, you guys.
My screen though.
That's
not people. My screen monitors. Yes, we don't advocate punching non-Nazis on this stream. We are peaceful.
Music. His experiments involved exposing water to various verbal, written,
Oh, wait a
and
minute
musical
though. Look, Team O&B Formula One Delta Racing for $2 says 2020, gotta go spend money to make money. Just wow.
True.
And for the record, if you want to attract more financial generosity your way, you should be the change you want to see in the world. Okay, so we have
Yeah,
Super
don't you
Chat
want to
button.
be the change that you want to be is like just tons of money flowing through the chats. So you should be that.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
stimuli.
But
Then
particularly to secular rarities.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Steve Walsh.
Yeah.
No. Stephen Walsh is like he's spent enough money for the year. But the rest of you slackers need to get onto Secular Rising and spend money for the community that you want.
That's right. Yes.
Yes.
March 31st, come hang out with us. Give us all your money. I have been told that if you donate during that live stream, you will receive vibrational patterns that will cause great things in your life of lots of different kinds. So I
Oh, that makes
cannot
sense.
personally guarantee that will happen, but I have been told that at least one, maybe two well-known Christian apologists will back that. So,
Yeah.
No, you're not counted as well known, BBH.
No.
Sorry. So BBH is my girlfriend. She lives here with me. She doesn't like me talking about it though.
freezing it and examining the aesthetic properties of the resulting ice crystals under a microscope. The results were startling and visually compelling.
They visually compelling is like not a great flex, honestly. They should be quantitatively compelling.
It looks so pretty.
Water
though.
What is this? This is just like the light and a bunch of water.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
a
what's
square.
happening here. Squares are people too.
Exposed to positive
Sorry.
affirmations, harmonious music, and loving words froze into beautiful, intricate crystal formations. Conversely,
That's just such bullshit.
water subjected to negative thoughts, harsh words, or dissonant music froze into disjointed and aesthetically displeasing structures.
I will say, if you on like a thin plate of water, were to drive that with a lot of dissonant, completely arrhythmic vibrations, like acoustic sound vibrations. Yeah, I can imagine that it would freeze into sort of a more random pattern, and I can imagine that if it was just one steady tone, it wouldn't be like beautiful. It would literally just be any sine wave.
Mhm.
I can
I guess-
imagine that you would get an ordered vibration, but what they're showing is confirmation bias and
Yeah.
him selecting the pretty snowflake. Literally him selecting the pretty snowflakes when he sings the magic music to it.
What
Like,
would be the reason behind? I mean, give me any understanding as to why pretty words would like literally alter the physical structure and why it would then
they-
also be
they would.
pretty. Like, why would that
Yeah.
be the case? Why wouldn't it just be a simple line? Why wouldn't it just organize into the most basic shape? It
which is
could.
probably what it would do if you actually played like a constant tone.
Yeah.
And this could be like an interesting, mathematically and physically interesting experiment to do
Mhm.
under those controlled situations. But you would literally be like, okay, maybe I can notice that the crystals tend to form along a particular axis first when you vibrate it from this perspective. And then that study would get used by all of these people to sell their magic chakra medicine. And the only product in this space that you should be paying money for is the crystal vibrator, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that. We do need your money. So whether you donate or you buy your crystal vibrator, please.
Emoto's
Oh
work
gosh,
visually
things that make me want a merch store.
Right? Did we do the Jester's?
Oh no.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. Are
Your
you done
turn, Brett.
talking? For $2, Jester
Never.
says, whiskey makes you vibrate her. Got it.
I thought so
That's
when I
right.
first read that, I thought it said vibrate harder, but it didn't. So
No.
no,
I
there's
think it was
that.
specifically worded.
Yeah.
suggests that our emotions and intentions can influence the physical realm. Considering that
Yeah, our motions and intentions can influence the physical realm. When I decide to do a thing, I'm able to do a thing.
Yeah. When I push you off this cliff, it affects the world around me. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a warrant in your future. It's the consequences are far-reaching and not always derivable from physical laws.
And that is specifically because of the vibrations that my motions put out into the world. I mean, that's
the splatty ones.
the human body is made up of about 60% water, Emoto
That seems low. Is it only 60%?
I thought it was closer to 7.
Wait, what was it? What was he saying?
60%. I feel like
Wait,
it
what was
is
the claim?
hold on. Why is it not?
realm. Considering that the human body is made up of about 60% water,
Oh,
That's the claim.
okay.
I feel like that's low. It's not like
yeah, I
crazy
thought it was
low,
80, but
I think 80 is high, but I mean, it's also going to be one of these things that's going to have a variation, possibly.
oh, he's
up to
right.
10%.
Well, apparently
Is it
Google says it's 60. So
Well, all right. We
Yeah,
stand corrected.
Yeah.
where are they getting that from? USGS.gov. So I'm going to say, yeah.
The United States
60%.
Geological
Average, on
Survey?
average.
That's what I was thinking. United States Geological Survey? That seems
Because that's
wrong.
USGS.
Yeah.
I mean, possibly. If that's.
I
where
mean,
they
in
decide-
fairness, of all the claims that's been made in this video, this is not the most egregious. No matter what.
Absolutely. Well, it appears to be correct. So we withdraw our.
Yeah.
I thought it was higher. Because I've also heard the 80% number. 80% is too high though. It's
Okay.
yeah. It's like when
Well,
people talk
clearly,
about how much
yeah.
of the surface of the Earth is like covered in water, and some people are like, it's 80%. I
also-
don't think it's 80%.
That feels a little
And that actually, those statistics, I feel like would get confused a lot. I don't know why. There's not like a good reason for it, but I feel like they would get confused a lot.
There's a lot of water on the earth and us. There's water
What
everywhere.
is this?
But not a drop to drink.
Something else is saying 655 to 75.
Okay,
which 75
I gotta say though, Prixie Burning Purple in the chat. I mean, killing it. The LOL, this is the one we're fact checking. Like, yeah,
Do you know why?
Fair.
Do you know why it's the one we're fact checking though? It's because it's a specific quantitative claim about
That's
the only one
that
we
we
have
can
really
actually
been
check.
able
It's
to-
not
right.
amorphous. They
Right.
actually are talking about a thing that is concrete and like there is a number and you can Google it and you can find it and but just saying that you need to you need to start your day with positive affirmations so that you align with the frequency of prosperity.
you can check
What the
there.
fuck
Yeah,
is the
there's
frequency
not-
of prosperity?
Yeah, what are you supposed to do with that?
I know, right?
How do you Google that one, you know?
I mean, you Google it and you get a lot of woo sites that are asking for your money to buy their, special magical shake or their book.
Actually, that's
Secret.
a great question. Let me ask Google. What is the frequency?
That's a good point. God, I wonder what if I were asked this question and had to steel man it. I would say something about boom and bust cycles in the economy. Is it just giving you is it saying this is bullshit, or is it
432.
well?
in the
it
context-
gives you a number. Holy shit!
Megahertz?
Hertz, HZ, I think. In the context of frequencies and purported connection to attracting prosperity, 432 is often cited as associated with abundance, wealth, and manifestation. However, there's also 888 and 528.
Why?
888.
But
888
why?
sounds like it might be a Nazi one, though. I'm just saying.
I think it's
888
just-
is a frequency often associated with attracting abundance, wealth, prosperity, and is seen to align with
Why?
universal wealth.
Why would any of these
528 is the miracle frequency and is linked to love, healing, and manifesting abundance.
What the fuck? does
Because
that
people
mean?
because people link it to it. That is the reason. That is the rationale.
The only
Like what? I don't even know what that question
Yeah.
means.
Yeah.
Why? Like,
I mean,
it's because people say it is.
You're right.
We didn't
I mean, no,
expect.
that's right. No, that's right. There is no fucking. I'm sitting over here and you know, tapioca weasels. You've been telling us this entire time you were not going to steel man it, and yet here you are once again, just trying your hardest because you're like. You're looking at data and evidence on a regular basis and you're like, well, okay, I can see how somebody might get to this or whatever. So like, even now in this stupid space that we find ourselves in, you're still like,
I mean, no,
maybe.
I
yeah,
haven't
I mean,
even given you
because
my most
Fern
recent
asked,
man.
why is this the one we're checking?
Right.
And we're saying, because when we try to fact check bullshit, we get bullshit back. And that's how life works.
Yeah.
God.
But when the bullshit comes with numbers, you can be like, this number is bullshit because this is how you got to this number, and or they don't provide that, and then you can just dismiss it as bullshit. Because if there's a specific claim and they have nothing to show for it, people are like, okay, well, yeah, but then why are you making that specific claim? Why
Right.
isn't the number 5 higher? Why isn't it 5?
Right.
Like, it could be any number. Like, why is it that number? I can steel man. I can't steel man 432 hertz. I could steel man 532 hertz though.
How?
How would you like to see? Okay, so the way would be that they're just conflating hertz
Open your
and
mouth.
wavelength, which is stupid, and
Okay.
immediately they lose all credibility. But 532 nanometers is a bright, aesthetically pleasing green.
Okay.
If you go up in wavelength to like 547 nanometers, that's like a much more sickly yellow green color. It genuinely is
Hertz.
nanometers of
Hertz.
laser light. Totally different frequency, like
Mhm.
dramatic, like trillions of times different, and a completely different phenomenon. But
Okay.
the 32, okay, and that's the important bit because they're 2/3 right, okay, and Tesla told us to think in 3, 6, and 9s. So 2/3 is like 66.66666%. So we've got the 3s and the 6s already, right? And if you add those, then you get 9. So we're on the right track here. Now,
Okay.
532 nanometers is a
I
brilliant
want you to
green
remember that this
light,
is your
and
fault.
it is something that our eyes are more like attuned to than any other color because it happens to be the peak frequency, roughly, of the sun's output spectrum. So we have evolved to be
Well, at least just me and you can hear him now.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I am.
look, I will say this. That
Mhm.
was probably the
That was-
best kind of like, you know that conspiracy board, right?
Yeah,
With the-
yeah.
I mean, that
Oh my
was-
God, I need that. You
that
know
was one of
what?
the best. That was one of the
Except it-
best.
I can't think of anything that I could bring on that wouldn't get us copyright struck.
Right,
But
right.
you know, I do want to thank Native Atheists for coming through with the super sticker of a hippo character collapsing to the ground and as his chair breaks with the words "Rex" appearing above him. And I this time. I
until
know,
it turns
right?
out that actually our eyes are so.
So Maya, I just gotta say, I've had a great time hanging out.
I just
on
want to
this
say
show so
something to
far.
Dr. Tap real quick.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, I love that. God. I wish that guy would redo that video today, you know? That's not
he does
Michael
mean
Jordan,
Michael.
is it?
That's Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Is it
That's
really?
That's Michael Jordan.
Show that again. Hold up.
All right.
No way.
Here we go.
Stop it.
That's
some help.
Michael
Oh my
Jordan.
God. Yeah, it is.
That is Michael Jordan.
Holy shit. I have never paid attention to that. Jesus Christ. Was he doing some
Oh, it's-
PSA?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, no,
Oh my
that's like
God.
a proper drug PSA that
Yeah.
he filmed.
No,
He's
I
talking
remember.
about.
Well, I'm so old. I remember when it was on TV.
Man.
I don't remember that. I'm not that old.
No
You're not that old.
shit.
No,
Wow.
but
I mean, you'd have to have a phenomenal memory to remember
I-
that. Like,
I
would've-
I'm
and I-
pretty sure
you
you and I
probably would've
met
been
like
born
3
here.
weeks ago.
I was
So
born in
Yeah.
94.
that's all I
so
got.
I would have been young for sure.
yeah.
I mean, my
Wow.
memory tonic hasn't been working. So
It is Fern. I never knew.
I really
that
hope
was
you
Michael
watched
Jordan.
it out really
Yeah.
well.
Man.
Maya, there's actually still bleach in there, and I have not been using it to drink. I think there's bleach in there. It might be empty, actually. No, there's liquid in here, and it wouldn't be anything else, because I should do that, though. That's a good idea. No, I'm gonna get canceled. I'm gonna get your whole channel
Do
stricken.
not drink bleach,
Don't.
folks. That is a bad thing to do. Hey, Doc, remember when we were like, I don't know if this is going to get us a full 2 hours.
Oh well, I
And we got through like half the goddamn video.
I mean, we did good. I thought we did good. We got through all the important stuff. The rest of it's just, nonsense backed up with nothing. I mean,
well, hold on.
Wait, is there something else that you
that's
wanted
not
to
a
get to?
distinguishing criterion here. Okay, you can't separate what we've done and then what we haven't done by that like criteria. It doesn't work at all.
yeah.
So let's see. Okay, so 23% of, okay, what did we get? We got 43 votes and 23% of the chat is drinking bleach along with you. Great work, doctor.
That's terrible.
I always vote for the not ride or die titty mobster because I'm not a supporter of the mob.
That's
Okay,
good.
organized crime
Yeah, that's
is a
bad.
crime.
Yeah, organized crime is bad.
Even when it's
Man, that's like a whole,
nitty.
what is it, 9 people? Like, that's insane to me.
That's a lot.
It's very smooth.
Like, I said, don't drink bleach, people. Like, God damn it.
Yeah.
No one
Well,
listens to me.
God.
Well,
All right, SR. Why was it important that you were here this month? What are we gonna? What are we doing? What are we dragging Tap into?
yeah.
Let the people know.
March 31st.
All right. Here, so who are you? Where are you? What do you have coming up this month?
I am often known on the internet as Secular Rarity. My name is Elliot. You can call me either. I don't care. But I am the president and one of the founders of a brand new nonprofit right here in the heart of the Bible Belt, Nashville, Tennessee, called Secular Rising US. March 31st on our YouTube channel, we are having some amazing guests, just an absolute incredible. Yeah, like for instance, that guy. I don't know if you know him, but he's a doctor, Dr. Jay Bundy. He's going to be hanging out
Double
with us.
doctor.
Yeah.
You got more education than this guy here.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, and that's why, and in fairness,
Hey now, I feel inadequate when you put it that way.
well, look, I
because
just want to
he has
say,
2 PhDs. It's
had
really
you gotten a second
intimidating.
PhD, you would have been asked to be on the live stream earlier. So maybe
Oh, man, that is a high bar. You should use that on everybody.
yeah. None on my end. So yeah, definitely can't be but no, March 31st, you guys, 5:30 p.m. Central. Come hang out with us, please. We are so excited to be bringing some more opportunities for people in places that have never had a community around them. I have been so incredibly thankful that just even over the last couple of months we have been doing a handful of different local events in our area. We have had people there that have said to us before, they don't know a single other non-religious person in this area. And we are thrilled that we are able to be able to do stuff like that. And NanoCon is coming back, the largest gathering of atheist,
Nano?
non-religious, the Nashville Nuns, like NONES, like nun.
Oh.
We already have some incredible freaking people that are going to be there. Like Seth Andrews is going to be there. If you are familiar with Catherine Stewart, she wrote the book Power Worshippers, and her newest book is God, Lies, and Money. All about Christian nationalism and stuff. We have an amazing group of people that are going to be out hanging with us. And right at the beginning of July, I am going to be hanging out with the Kentucky Atheist and a whole freaking group of amazing people up in Kentucky as we are protesting the Ark Encounter experience. There is a lot of really, really cool stuff going on, you guys. So if you are in that space where you are feeling like, hey, I don't have people around me, or man, I want to put this energy into doing something good in my community. There are lots and lots of ways to do that. So just get connected with us, because we have all kinds of really cool things going on. So, and what are you asking about, Fern? Are you asking about the Ark Encounter protest? Or are you asking about the fundraiser, whatever? The Ark Encounter protest is happening up in Kentucky. You can find all that information on the Kentucky Atheist channel. And then the fundraiser is happening on our channel, Secular Rising US. So PC has been fucking beast like always, and has been posting those links.
Yes,
because they're amazing.
Yeah, there's something you're wondering about. What is it? Where is it?
Yeah, PC.
Click one of the links.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
on it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. She's like my own chat bot, and I keep telling her we're friends. You don't have to do this,
Right.
But this is really important. So I do appreciate that you do it on days like this. I'm going to try to get KTA on before his Ark Encounter protest, just so you can remind everyone. It'll probably be too late to like actually get out, but definitely want to remind everybody. I think that a lot of almost everybody there is going to be a streamer. So that you're like watching the channel, supporting them beforehand, making sure that they have like the money and the funds and, whatever, like, I don't feel comfortable being in Kentucky for some obvious reasons. So I won't personally be there. So if you want to not give me money and instead give to Joe, give to SR, up through and until and after their thingies, to make sure that they are properly funded, I will not be mad at you. I am going to be helping and shill the shit so that as many people as possible are aware. And that is my, what do you call it? Fairy godmother deeds for this. Because again, Kentucky and Tennessee kind of scare me.
Yep.
Especially with who's in office right now and how people are feeling emboldened to reach out and touch people. So if you are Black or woman or trans or, whatever, and you don't feel comfortable going, that's, I feel you on that personally. But I don't think that is any reason that we can't support in other ways. And if you don't have the money, at least help getting the word out, because that is as marketing is as important too.
Yeah. And again, I totally understand why there are many folks in our communities that are not particularly excited about stepping foot in a handful of places in the South, and I want you to know,
all of them,
we are working to make this a better place. That's what our mission is. That is what our goal is. That is what we are doing. And so if you want to be able to visit your friends, if you want to be able to go to those places in this country that you have never felt comfortable before, that is what we are doing. And I am not the only person. And I am telling you right here, right now, we cannot be so territorial that we do not tell other people about the other good things that are going on. If you are not in Tennessee and you are my neighbor in North Carolina, you need to go look up every damn thing that Durante Lamar is doing. You need to find it. You need to be a part of it. There are so many communities that are out there and are doing amazing work. And over the next few years, I'm telling you, we are going to be unstoppable. We are going to be unstoppable, you guys. So stay connected with us, hang out with us. I promise you there's going to be cool shit that's coming up. So
Yeah, definitely. So thank you, Dr. Tapioca Weasel, for posting it right over here. Secularizing US is, well, if you go to @Secularizing US, you will find
all the stuff.
All the stuff, yes. And then also in the box. And I believe Crystal has posted a number of the links, the link tree. So if you're wondering about everything at all, if you're on the phone, don't touch the links. If you're on the phone, stay here until after the stream. But if you're on the computer, then yeah, click on the links and have it open in a new tab, and read it again after the stream. So Secularizing, I've noticed you've had some videos going up. Is there? I'm assuming that after the fundraiser, you're going to be doing things.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, we are going to be posting video content. The vast majority of what we're doing is in-person community. We are providing tangible spaces for people to get out and have people in their lives that are doing things for them. We love the idea of being able to connect online. Absolutely. We love the fact that there is so much ease and ability for us to get together. But one of the most powerful things I have ever experienced in my life is standing in a room with 100 other people and not a damn one of them is going to ask me what church I go to. That is impressive. That is impactful. That is something that will make a difference. We can do this. And not only can we do this with ourselves so that we can provide comfort and support for each other, but we can show the hell up on the Capitol steps and let people know that we're not going away. We are not going to be silent as you try to ride roughshod over human rights. We will not allow the basic foundation of this country to be eroded by people who do not care about this country. We won't do that. We will not sit down and be quiet. So if you're interested in that, connect with us. There's a lot of opportunities, whether it is just hanging out with friends and having that time to just say, hey, let me check in and see how you're doing. How's life? How's the new job? Or whether it is getting out there and cleaning up your local park. These activities are happening right here, right now. And we just need to know about them more. And so that's what we're doing. So come hang out with us March 31st. We'll be talking about all that shit. So
Yeah. And
I
really
just want to
appreciate.
say,
Oh yeah.
I am never, ever, ever asked what church I go to.
It's never happened to me. I mean, again, well, okay, when I was in Catholic school, yes, because, obviously
Sure.
it was just like, but only by other Catholics within a Catholic framework, like, when, I don't know, I'm thinking like when we were at different sports events or like we were Catholicing together. It was like, oh, which parish are you a part of or whatever. But like, just like out and about, like I'm at fucking Dunkin' Donuts and I meet a stranger and we're talking and they're just like, oh, what church do you go to? Like that has never happened to me.
There isn't a single person I know and get together with regularly that doesn't have that question asked to them at least once a week.
Wow.
A single person in my area that does not understand that experience. There's not a single person in my area that has not had the moment where somebody looks at them and says, well, of course, because you're a Jesus follower, and they move on.
Yeah. No, I get where you're coming from. I think it's, I've been in academia and specifically in physics for so long. No, I'm not making it up, honey. Okay. Stop pretending my degree isn't real. And so the only time I get that is when BBH yells at me from the other room and calls me a fake clown.
Right.
Or a fake weasel. No,
Well, liberalism is almost dead.
Yeah, and that doesn't bode well for me because
that's a fascinating concept. I would point to statistics, but hey, people can say what they like. Like I've heard, I don't know if you guys have heard this too. There's been like a massive rebound in religiosity over the last couple of years. I don't know what the fuck they're pointing to, but hey, it's cute when they say it. So.
I mean, they like to say it a lot.
I think it helps them
the nuns are coming back with a vengeance every single time we do a census.
We may, and this is just throwing it out there. We may be in a place where even though the last census that was taken in the nation of Australia, even though the last census was 5 years ago, and even though the question was worded fairly poorly, in my opinion, we may be in a timeline where 40% of the nation claimed they didn't believe in a God, claimed that they didn't go to a church regularly, said that they were interested in secular humanist values, not based on ancient scripture. Now, the wording has been changed, and there is a new census happening next year. And I cannot wait to see what that number actually says, okay? When we word these questions correctly, the overwhelming majority of people across the world believe in values that undeniably align with humanism and secularism. And that number is growing by exponential fucking proportions. That is undeniable. You can argue all you want, but I am telling you the truth. And I'm telling you, those people need a place. Those people need a home. And we have to do something about it. And if we don't start that today, we will be even further behind in the coming years. So, I'm sorry. I get all excited. I get on my soapbox.
We love that. We haven't had anybody rant today. So outside of the good doctor, but that was weird and had to be shut down.
That's right.
So, no, we do thank you so much for coming out. And I'm sorry, Dr. T, is there anything you would like to say? Do you have anything coming up?
So legitimately don't kick me off for this, but it is a actual cool fun fact that your eye is genuinely so sensitive to green light at 532 nanometers that it can almost detect it at the single photon level. Where
is this coming from?
It comes from a study
where Why are you talking about it?
Because I was going to get it in my rant earlier and you kept on booting me off. So it's really cool that our eyes have actually evolved to that level of sensitivity at that wavelength. And that's because it's the thing that the sun puts out more than anything else. That was all I was going to say.
Are you going to be in anything coming up?
I'm going to be the perennial disappointment on this channel.
Yeah, no.
That's good. Something on the 31st, maybe, if you want or whatever. I can send you a message after or something. I don't know.
A hymn.
If you want.
Hymn.
I mean, in fairness, I did a poor job.
Damn it! He's not even paying attention anymore.
I know.
I'm trying to flirt. I'm trying to flirt with BBH, okay? And
right.
It's very difficult.
You're going to be on Secular Rarities secular channel on the 31st at 9 p.m. Central, correct?
Absolutely.
I'll send you.
I will be there. Yes.
I will be there at 7:30 or some such nonsense. You'll remind me my time slot, I'm sure. Yes. All right. Chat, thank you. Next week we have Bregwin, and we're going to be talking about we're talking about some shit, and I forget what it is. I think we were going back and forth. Like first it was going to be, I think, Deepak Chopra, and then last week we switched and we were going to be doing something else.
This basically was Deepak Chopra, by the way. What we covered today was like,
it's Chopra.
You're not
yeah,
wrong.
yeah. He's a little bit better at it.
Yeah.
Because he has enough of an education to know how to really be dishonest.
Oh, right. We were talking about Scientology. I'm going to have to think about that, though. It's either Chopra or Scientology. You have to tune in to see which. Because I guarantee that maybe 3 hours before the stream starts will be when I figure it out. So, love you. See you next week. Bye, guys.